Hello friends. Bunkers are not uniquely clustered around the green like this 12th hole at Augusta. They can also be in the landing area of the tee shot or farther from the green than the ones clustered around it. And they're collectively called fairway bunkers. Many of them on the golf courses around the coast in Scotland, the links courses, are invisible from the tee, and they're quite deep. Some even have steps down into them. They often have names that have been used for centuries, and they're deep enough that you actually do have to hit a shot similar to the one that you'd play were you near the green, just to get out maybe sideways or backwards, because going forwards just isn't going to work. But there are also fairway bunkers that are wide enough and shallow enough that you can contemplate trying to hit a full shot, maybe to the green, but at least a good way down the hole. And it is a particular kind of shot. It's a full swing, of course, but quite different from the greenside splash shot, as it's commonly called. So here's how we do it. The first thing that you have to do is establish what club you're going to hit. And the biggest obstacle is to get over that front lip of the bunker. It may be shallow, but it's still an issue. And that should take precedence over the choice that you'd make of what club would get to the green. So the first one is you decide which one would get over the front lip, and then only then do you decide if indeed you have a choice regarding the one that might reach the distance you want. Then, with regard to the stroke, we want to take a full swing, but the surface is unpredictable, somewhat uneven, and certainly slippery. And so we eliminate the legs from the process by first flattening the sand under the feet so that it's as even as we can reasonably make it. And then we kick our knees to the left, because that's the position that they would be in at the point of impact, so that we can then do all of the golf swing with the waist-high portion of our body, the arms, shoulders, and club, and eliminate the legs from the process. Now, you'll open the club face very slightly, because this elimination of the legs is actually going to make it tend to draw the ball. So we slightly open the club face and we hover the club right by the ball. The reason is the rules of golf don't allow you to ground the club in a hazard. And that means that you can't touch the sand before you swing back. Certainly can't take a practice swing where the club hits the sand. Certainly okay to, by the way, do it up in the air. And you can't hit the sand on the backstroke. It's only as you make a stroke for the ball that you're allowed to hit the sand. Now, in fact, with this shot, we're going to intend not to hit the sand at all. So you kick your knees to the left, having flattened the sand, slightly open the club face and hover the club by the ball, and your job is to take a full swing, not moving your legs. So you do it from the waist up and pick the ball clean, and you'll notice, if it's successful, that you got a substantial way down the hole, if not on the green, and it did leave a little mark on the sand, which you're going, well, wait a second, I was picking it clean, and yet I hit a good shot, and yet I hit the sand. You actually didn't. I've found over the years that proper contact with the ball where you picked it clean does leave a little mark on the sand, and that is not an indication of error.